Today, you guys are gonna have a class from Leri Hanson. She's been training for a very long time. She knows her craft, and she's gonna teach you guys how to introduce your dogs to a ball on a rope. This is a very valuable tool that you can use to increase your dog's excitement, motivation, and we can direct that energy to sharpen up our obedience a little bit. So, Leri, come on down.
When we're working on toy drive or ball drive or tug drive, the one thing we want to put away is the food. And I'm seeing everybody having these beautiful little basic positions and rewarding the dog. If your dog prefers food over toy, we're probably not going to get much today. If your dog likes toy over food, then you might want to bring a little more food in. But when I'm trying to build toy drive in a young dog or an inexperienced dog, I try to get away from the food altogether. So everybody's got a ball, right? So let's spread out a little bit, and we want to put the dogs on flat collars or harnesses if we have them. And you're just going to have your dog kind of facing away from you. You can hold them by the harness or the collar. I don't want them to feel any choking. And you're just going to drop that ball in front of you. And you've got him on a flat collar, so that's great. So I want you to kind of show him, but hold his collar, show him, and just drop it. Let's see, does he have interest? Is he looking at it? If he looks at it, tell him get it. If he doesn't, just give it a little kick, another little kick, okay?
So am I holding the collar the whole time, and when the dog does retrieve, if the dog
Unless
retrieves?
the collar is distracting him, yeah, so a little bit of restraint, a little bit of opposition.
Mm-hmm.
You want that? Oh, you got to pull for it. Show me that you want it, okay? If you don't think he's going to pull real hard, you know your dog best. Find that happy medium, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, what you got, buddy?
Ready?
Geek him up a
Ready?
little bit. Ooh,
Ready?
What is that?
Good girl. Good girl. Very
beauty.
nice.
All right, so once the dog does go towards it, I'm going to still be up close with him. Wow, look at you, buddy, look at you. And I'm going to pet him up, but I'm not going to touch the ball.
Okay.
If he drops it, same thing. I pull that collar back. Ooh, where is it? Where is it? And again, okay?
Okay. Ready? Ready? Get it. Good girl. Get it. Come on, girl. Oh, very nice.
Perfect.
Right, nice.
Woo! So she brought it to you pretty nice. And I think what I would have done in that instant, because I'm working on this with my pup, so I see where you're at. And yours is further than mine. But I see her coming. I'm going to get down here and just love her up.
Yeah.
If she drops it, I don't care. That's right. I'm going to tell her how great she was. And then I'm going to pick it up again. And you're going to start building a ready word. Whatever your ready word for the ball on the rope is.
Okay.
It might be, are you ready? Where's the ball? Where's the
Yeah.
ball? Where's the ball? Where's the ball? And just have her follow for a little bit. Boom. Let's do one more like that, okay?
Ready?
Then we'll try the others.
Hey, you're distracted, huh? Come on. Come on, sweetie. Get the ball. Ready? Come on. Get it. Ready? Ready? Get it. Get it.
That's okay.
Get it.
It's okay.
Oh, it's okay.
Is she social?
Yes.
Could I try?
Yes, absolutely.
Daddy's not going anywhere. What's it? Not today.
Not
it's okay.
today.
What you could do at home, though, if you have somebody else, you could play monkey in the middle in a small area. You just toss the toy to each other, forget about her being there. She's going to be like, hey, can I get in on that? And then you accidentally don't catch it. Mm-hmm. She gets it, and you make a big event.
Okay.
That's how I would start her.
Thank you.
Good job, kid. Don't get too, don't psych yourself out with all the people, all the experts online that are doing this incredible stuff with the toy. It all starts somewhere. Yeah, super. Woohoo! Now, I know this puppy is in the midst of teething, and I think that's super smart to get down on the ground like that. And if the fact she's chasing, or he's chasing, that's really big in and of itself. Once the teeth are done changing, more than likely he's going to grip. He did grip a toy a little bit earlier. Can I play a little bit? Do you mind?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to be right next to this.
Make sure I'm not.
So I really want that ball. Really want that ball to pulse a little bit. It's gotta be trying to get away. If they get the string right now, who cares? It's a start, all right? Yeah. And then I want to touch their head a little bit. Woo! What do you got? What do you got, kid? Wow, if he lets go, we make it come to life again.
Oh, yeah.
Not too much to, whoops. What did we find there? That's super. I saw you bite that whole thing. Yeah, look at you. And as you see, a little goes a long way. you know, like 30 seconds to a minute of this with a young dog or a green dog. It's all you need. So right now he's checking out a little bit. And this goes for in any part of training. If you're working on something with your food or your toy or your decoy and all of a sudden your dog's looking elsewhere, you've gone too long. You've gone too far. You don't want them to check out. You want to finish with them in a high, like more. And I know they've been out all morning and he's a young pup. So I would just finish with a little bit of teasing. And in general, there's that happy medium. You need to reward their effort. If they keep trying and they're not being able to satisfy by connecting with it, you're going to kind of kill it. So you know your dog best. Videotape your sessions. It's really important just for yourself to go back and see where, that's where I went too far. Or, I went too long. Or, oh, I should have rewarded that. That's not the softest ball. And he did grip it a couple times. We know he's teething. So I don't think there's going to be any problem with this puppy getting on a ball, but I would just build a little more frustration with him because I already see the strong prey drive and leave it at that. He's chasing and then I put it up and I put it in my pocket. Woohoo, where did it go? Yeah, where did it go? Oh, I know. Next time, okay? You have your ball, okay? Yes. You've done a little bit of this already or no? Okay.
First time doing it today.
So let me see you just, you're going to hold on to it, but you're going to bounce it on the ground and wiggle it a little bit. Let's see what he or she.
He. Max.
That's nice. It is a Malinois. We expect Malinois super. So let him win it, but then run away from him, encouraging him to come. You're going to let go of the ball once he bites it and go woo, 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 woo. And then greet him. Greet him.
Good boy, good dog.
So when he comes to the front, you'll make a little tug, 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 and then you're going to run away again. Woo, 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 woo.
Oh, I pulled it out by mistake.
That's a boy.
Yes. Yeah.
Kneel down a little bit, clap him up.
Yes, good boy,
beauty.
good dog. Good boy.
You're going to pet his head. So one thing you want to.
Come on, boy, come on. Good boy. Good boy.
So again,
so
another puppy.
Hard.
So we're just going to make little pulses. Yeah. Ooh. And I like to keep it low for the puppies. We don't want them jumping and hurting themselves. Yeah, it's a boy. Ooh, what you got? Yay! Just a little bit of pulsing here and then running away. Yay! Wow. It's important to pet the head and the face, whatever they're biting, so they understand you're not going to take it all the time. If you start making them release right away, you kill the game, and then they don't want to bring it back to you. We have a dog that are notorious biters anyway. We're like, okay, we got to get control. Let's build the game, cooperation in the game before we start making too much control. Good job, kid. All right, Dad, let's see you do just a little bit more. I know, and you have to run and breathe. It's a little bit of work for us too, right?
Come on, boy, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, boy. Good boy. Good dog.
Nice.
Yeah. Good boy. Good dog. Good boy. Good
If he goes to the ground with you, sprint away from him.
Good boy.
Love it. I love it.
Good dog. Yes, good boy.
He could just kind of cradle him, kind of like we do in the bite work.
Good dog.
Just petting him,
Good
keeping
boy.
all four on the
Good
ground.
dog.
If he drops it,
Good
I'd hold
dog.
him back. I'd pick
Good
it up,
boy.
and I'd let him see me
Come on.
put it in here.
Come on.
Because then we build desire for
Good dog.
us as well. Or if
Good
he wanted to
dog,
carry
yes.
it to the, and if he'll
Good
carry
boy.
it the whole way to the car,
Good
for
dog.
him. That's his prize. He earned it.
Good boy.
But if he drops it, then we've got
Kind
that.
of.
Put it, tease him, and then put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
And ideally,
boy,
you'll want to
good dog.
tease it on the string.
Good boy. Good dog.
Not on the
Okay,
ball
boy.
part. He was holding the ball part. I would hold the string right next to
Okay.
the ball and boop, and put it away.
Got it.
Super. The dog is so in love with the toy. I would let him jump into the car with it as long as I know I'm not going to create any issues taking it
Got
like
it.
I would exchange with a piece of
Exactly.
food or
Okay,
whatever.
perfect.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I tried with the string, but he'll bite the string. So now I've just been doing balls by themselves.
Okay.
But I also don't know if I'm playing correctly.
Let's-
It's usually just more of like a chase and catch.
Yeah, so my little Staffy Bull loves a tennis ball, and that's great, but it's really hard for me to engage with
Uh-huh.
her because there's no
Mhm.
string there.
Oh,
And I don't know if you noticed, Nate, when I tried her on the new ball, she was all into it. until I got the other ball out. Then she's like, I don't want it anymore. And that's another thing, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to really build toy drive, try to use as many different things as you can. And you'll hear a lot of people say, oh, my dog's favorite toy is the ABC. And that's great, but what happens if you don't have that ABC? In a perfect world, we want our dog to engage whatever we present them. It could be a stick, a ball, a tug, a rag. Let's see what you're doing with the string ball.
I haven't been doing anything, so I would take some tips.
You've been doing just the ball.
More like chase, yeah. Like,
all right, let me see you try the string ball, even if you're flinging it and encouraging him back.
Should I try to keep it close for now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yay!
Good boy,
What's
Chapo.
that?
Good.
Super.
Good boy, Chapo. Good boy. Hey, what'd you find? What'd you find?
Yeah, boy.
Oh.
Now run away from him. Let him run and let it go and run the opposite direction.
This.
Good.
Woo.
And again, opposite direction. See, she's in good
This.
shape. She can move easily. Now turn and greet him and just love him up. Try if you can, try to greet him so he's in the front so you can do this instead of him turning his body because he's kind of keeping it away from you.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world, but he's still young enough. I think you can encourage that front, pat his head and poof, then take off again. Grab the ball. Yeah. Keep it low. Don't make him jump so much. Just drag it on the ground a little bit.
Yeah.
Woo! Nice.
So like right here, he has the string.
Boy. Yeah. Do we have another one? Let me, thank you. Let me grab mine real quick. Yeah. Good boy. So he got the new one in the mouth. I think it's just youth and inexperience more than anything. And I wouldn't worry too much.
Okay.
They seem to, good boy. See, he's got it.
Yeah, he's got this.
A lot of times, like tug and ball, where the dog bites, a lot of times is handler error in our presentation. So try to make it as clear as you can. But if he gets a string, don't worry about that. Get another ball out or go ahead and encourage him to come to you, praise him up. When he drops it, just try to, and also you can take the string up a little bit so there's not quite as much.
Do you mean like straight lines?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. And just keep it low, don't really make them jump for it yet?
I wouldn't just yet. So I've got one ball here. So I think with him, you could start a switch. Gotta let go of that one, kid. And I don't ever want to get into a big struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a pup, huh? Good. Good. So if he drops again, we're going to hold him back. Oh, go ahead and pick up both of them. So you'll go ahead and offer him one. Take a little bit of the line up just so it's not quite so much. And just hold it steady for a second. Let's see where he targets. You tell him when. Hold it away from your body.
Get it.
Good.
Yeah,
Play.
Chapo. Good. Oh, good boy, Chapo.
Unless the dog is chewing or thrashing, try to take a little bit of the tension off of the ball when they're gripping it and run away so that they can deliver it back to you. So let him win. Run away.
Oh, good boy, Chapo.
Chapo.
This way. Woo!
There you go.
This way.
Good. You're going to turn and face him. Good. Keep backing up if you need to keep his front to you as you're petting him. Good boy.
Good boy, Chapo.
Okay, now you're going to hold your line. You're going to pull out your other ball.
Good boy, Chapo.
Oh, good. Okay, so don't let him bite that one. Okay, it's okay. So if they drop one ball, we want to step on it or keep them just out of reach, like we did with the young pup, just out of reach. And maybe if they're really looking at it, get it. We'll let them get it off the ground. And if you're working on building barking, this is a great place to do that as well. Tell them to get it.
Get it. Oh, good boy, Chapo.
Oh, so he got the ball, but then he picked up the
Yeah.
string. And I think he's already getting close to being done with this little session, as was noted when he checked out and went towards the other dog. But so much good stuff in all of them, and all of these dogs today. It kind of depends on what your end goal is with the dog, on where she would want to continue, and each dog and handler is going to be a little bit different. If you're looking to do higher end obedience or protection sports, the main thing is just to kind of make them a little bit crazy for the ball, and while encouraging cooperation in doing so. Like, you know, they're barking, they're get it, and then they're bringing it right back, and you're loving them up.
Okay.
When you have the dog really, really strongly interested in it, then I would start switching, and I will always start my done or my off or my out on a toy as opposed to the decoy. And then once you have an off switch for the ball, then you can start using it in your obedience. Also, the other thing that's kind of important is don't work too hard trying to get the dog interested. If anything, it's going to be like, I'm holding the dog by the collar here, I do this, they kind of glance at it, I might go, woo, hoo, 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 woo, hoo, 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 woo. I want, yeah, just like that, kid, just like that. That's what we want to see from the dog before we really tell him to go ahead and get it. So it's kind of the Malinois or the Belgian Shepherds are naturally predisposed to have a higher play drive, but the little Husky mix started off, been out here all morning, though I know he was getting a little burnt out. And even the little, almost looks like a pit mix, is in the midst of teething, and there was a lot of interest there. So that's the really cool thing about it too, especially when you're able to work in groups like this. You can see what your dog is doing, but you can also see what, oh, mine's going to be doing that next. You know, so watch and pay attention to what they're working on. One of the things that was said by a few of you was they're more interested in biting the string. In the beginning, I don't worry about that so much. Do not let them bite the string so much that they're chewing it, because then you've just ruined your really great ball on a rope. And if you see it happening, like they get it in the back and they're grinding, just lift the collar with the toes slightly off, or exchange something else to get it out of their mouth. Some people might say correct them, you know, for doing that, but then we're kind of ruining our game a little bit. So yeah, it's going to vary. Any questions? It's a lot to remember, huh?
This is excellent. Thank you.
You did really good. I liked how you were moving out there with that pup. That's cool. You're welcome.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you again for watching. As always, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel. Click that notification bell and tag me at Nate Schoemer so I can see the progress that you're making at home with your dogs. Thanks again. We'll see you guys in the next one.